You guys, my boyfriend who passed away did not die. Can you see me? Good. You know my memory, okay? I'm gonna say what we're gonna talk about. So the gifts that God has to give us are men and money. Men who are aliens. So God's gonna give us alien men and money. Let's change the trajectory, the energy behind alien, by the way. There's angelic beings, different from beings here, okay? So we're supposed to get some men and money. And then, you guys, I'm gonna tell you something. It's about people dying, people living for eternity. Okay, so aliens, eternal beings. Just like us human beings, we don't ever die. When we transition, we go over into our eternity where we never die. We could have never been put in hell or anything of that place, what the old earth wanted you to think that would have been your end or was your end, and that you're living towards your end. But we are eternal beings, and our end was written in our beginning. There is an end before the eternity, which is we don't ever end, we don't ever die. Fallen nature was not our nature, so it wasn't for us to fall into lake of fire. You guys, my boyfriend who passed away did not die. My boyfriend who passed away is an eternal being, just like me. What happened was, before we started living here, what was placed within our stories was the solution of creation. You and me, and everything we were intended to tend to and take care of. And that's the whole earth. My previous boyfriend went to the other side in the spiritual realm, and he started ruling bitch boy Satan and connected with me to rule him too here. Earth was broken with bitch boy Satan. And my boyfriend scanned that, and it was like he scanned it and combined with me over on the other side. And then now I rule bitch boy Satan. And ruling him is ending him. And that's what I did. It wasn't that I actually ended him. It was that he was already ended in the spiritual realm, because it was written in his story that he was going to end, and he was going to end this way. The thing is, we as Earth, we're just getting to know that information through me, because I haven't heard that this specific in any other way. So my previous boyfriend has reminded me that Earth was broken with bitch boy. So it's for God now, as overseer, creator, to be honest. If God didn't do something about this, then it would look like human beings were the fault of the fall. And it would look like bitch boy Satan is blameless, and he's not. So he's where all the blame goes to. But there's an outside of bitch boy, which is gift receiving. Like, I deserve a gift, baby. I'm like, this young man that I was actually with, before he done left me, dead and left me, he could have been mine for all eternity. You better gift me for this, because I'm not saying you're not my boyfriend anymore. I said, you, young man, you're my previous boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend, I'm sorry. With all of this commotion, with all of this rigmarole, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. You know what I mean? Experiencing bitch boy was one thing. Having him experience bitch boy with me, that was another thing. Outside of this, I don't want a man. Look at how the men are in this place, because he was a man, but I didn't know how he grew on this side. But spiritually, he was already grown as an eternal being. He went back to his original state, which is his most powerful state, his higher self, spiritually. But having bitch boy being with me and around me and experiencing bitch boy every single day, I just feel like, you know, bitch boy was like a broken, you know what I mean? Like living with a broke. And I'm silencing it because I've literally silenced men because of bitch boy Satan. But I do know, as a result of experiencing bitch boy Satan, God needs to pay us back what we lost as a result of bitch boy Satan existing in our stories in any way. So God has given us alien men and money. How does that make you feel? The word alien has been so freaking tainted, but that's okay, because it just means different than what you're used to. And they're not gonna look like aliens, they're gonna look like men. They're gonna be given to the young ladies because the young ladies has experienced bitch boy Satan in physical bodies of men. And it's the most horrible truth I have ever discovered here. And I'm highly disappointed in men, but it's okay. You guys are at the back of the line, if on the line at all. We love the gays though. We do love the gays. We do love the gays. I 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 love the gays. The gays add sprinkle to this earth because you can learn from them as a woman and as a man. That's why bitch boy Satan by nature is actually gay. That's why they seem to be the most tainted version of human beings, but they're not. That's why they're naturally alienated by their family members when they should be received and accepted and learned from. Because I honestly feel like the gays are God's gift in a way to the earth. How they make you feel. And it depends on if they're really like more tainted. Like there are different kind of gays. Like you can tell which ones are like more tainted by bitch boy Satan, and the ones that are not, like they were just like their gayness is a gift. But I'm telling you, we love the gays. Men have hurt women through my experience through them. Because like I said, I have not been living for 5 years, y'all. But I came back and I've observed women and how they have spoken about the men who were supposed to lead them and guide them and be gifts to them. They have been the vessels of bitch boy Satan to taint women and hurt women. An unnurtured woman is a hurt woman. You know, that's not good. You know, God has seen though. God's not proud though. But that's a whole nother story for them to find out. Like I said, they're not on the line. I'm telling you, the men are not on the line. If there was a line, men wouldn't be on it. They would be on the other side. of the line. And right now when I'm saying men, right? Bitch boy Satan is saying, me. I just wanted to shout him out real quick, because why is he trying to take credit of men? Especially being a throat invisibly of a man spiritually. And this is not my previous boyfriend, by the way. Not him at all. He doesn't really speak much. Bitch boy Satan does all the speaking. And you can tell a by how much they talk. Bitch boy Satan does not stop. Check my last video. It's true. My previous boyfriend, he does not speak that much. Like, his energy, I can read his energy. Like, his energy is dense, but light at the same time. It's weird. But you can just tell, you know, he's in the room. But it's kind of like reading God's energy, where it's so powerful that he has to turn it down. I don't like really saying too much about these things, because literally God is supposed to be your experience. But my previous boyfriend is not dead, y'all. He's just invisible in this world, because there's another world on the other side that our eternity includes. And our eternity here on earth is actually now. It's kind of hard to explain though, so I don't really go into that. But this is the new earth, and a lot of what's going on is newness being introduced to the people on earth. And it's a beautiful thing, because new earth includes beings that were once invisible to us, are going to be visible to us, knowingly or unknowingly. And it's a beautiful thing. But I try to really keep my perspective to myself, because it's based on a reality that I've had, and it's based on my experience. But your reality, if it doesn't include this, it doesn't have this thought. Would this reality benefit you? Is a good question for people open to receive a reality, because I'm not crazy. So the thing that is gone does not like that we're gonna experience this as the new earth. And you guys, he does not like aliens, and aliens are actually angels, but angels were tainted sight-wise, so they don't necessarily want you to think of them as angels, but you can consider them aliens, because for some reason, you know, there are a lot of reasons to, but yeah. And I like to say these are alien men that are going to be given as gifts, but we don't know what's happening for the men. Maybe if you pray and you ask, then you'll receive what you want. But yes, y'all, my previous boyfriend is not dead. He is not dead. My previous boyfriend is not dead. Weird. I thought he died. I really did. I really thought he died. In this case, this is an example. Let's just say he was supposed to be given to me by God as a gift, an alien gift, right? So he'd come back to me in a specific way, and we'd be together into our eternity. You know what I mean? So for you now, you probably didn't experience that, but you're gonna be gifted a young man that is gonna look like a man, but he's gonna be an experience you've never experienced before, because now God wants to gift you with that, so that any kind of hurt you've experienced in your life, can be concealed with God's love for you in a vessel, because the time of vessels used by bitch boy Satan is over. So aliens are coming. Aliens are gonna come with money. Aliens are gonna replace the men. They're gonna look like men, but the men here have learning lessons because of the things that they caused due to being bitch boy Satan's vessel. Okay, blah. But that's it. That's it. Now receive money. We're gonna receive money to do whatever we want with this. The aliens are gonna patch us up like band-aids as women, like, you know, to experience real men. Because they're like supposed to be the perfect version of men, and they're suitable for us, and they're gonna be suitable for us individually, you know. So this is take 2 to this video, okay? I want to just get some things off my chest. First of all, just a disclaimer, my boyfriend who previously passed in 2017 is not dead. He didn't die. He just transitioned into being invisible, and I don't want to get it misconstrued. I've been talking about an invisible being. This is not my previous boyfriend. My previous boyfriend, he doesn't talk much, however he's always with me. He's always like with me. Like, it's weird to really understand or even explain just a little bit. But basically, Baffa met a cock in his mouth that killed him has been just a tad bit expressing his anger because of the new planet, the dirty river of forgetfulness. We've been seeing some things that is like a clear evidence of the manifestation of this planet like this, and he's dreaded me seeing that and knowing that, as if I didn't know about the planet, the dirty river of forgetfulness. And he does not like it because this shows that his time is up, and the time is now that his time is up. But he also wants me to divert from this message right now, so that was probably like a manipulation, but it's okay. Whatever I said last is what he fears the most from everything I just said, except for my previous boyfriend, because this is another thing that needs to be out, and I'm gonna say it, you know, about my previous boyfriend. So he connected with me in a way where he brought God the Father in this, excuse me, or God the Father brought us in this. He's an extension of God the Father as God the Son, and that is something that apparently bitch boy Satan does not like, that I know and that I just said. And that's okay, because now we just got it out. Now what's the message now? Oh, how do you feel about that I just mentioned that to you? How does that make you feel? I mean, because I'm literally exposing things that it just seems so unreal, but it's literally my life. And it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just that there's a lot happening among us that really does not include our attention or our focus. What's happening in the invisible realm is what's happening in the invisible realm. It has nothing to do with physical beings. And literally just now, Baffa met a cock in his mouth that killed him, who is bitch boy Satan. We spoke about his end in my last video, but he's been acting up to his ending, almost like he does not want to go, like a little bug. But when changing of weather comes, the bugs die. Seriously, look outside. It's getting really chilly. It's approaching December. And bugs die when the weather is too cold. Bitch boy Satan is the bug that's experiencing different weather, and the weather is weather of truth. We as human beings, we're so independent. We're so God-like. And it's such a beautiful thing that we all experience truth in different ways, and we all experience life in different ways because we all experience life in different ways. And I have been noticing that no one has experienced this like I have, or life like I have in this way. I know that because the reaction that I get from the spiritual realm is too much fear coming from Bafa for me not to tell you, you know? And you can either accept it or not. I don't think it's for me to be like, oh yeah, this is the truth or whatever the case may be. But like there's clearly some type of hate towards the things that I'm saying in the spiritual realm in a specific way that you don't know, and it doesn't really show. So I like to expose that to you and share that with you because you deserve to know. You deserve to be aware of the spiritual realm that one is experiencing on behalf of us. These messages are gonna be just for this time. I will transition into who I really am publicly, but at the moment I am experiencing my now and sharing my now with you. And because of these information that I tell you all the time, it's like, because time is now and changes come with exposure of what has showed up as a formula, so there must be a result outside of the formula. Because of that, the response to it invisibly is telling of the time that we're in. And even though I keep saying the time is now, the time is now, and I've been saying that, nah, the time is now, it's different. And I like to share this with you because I like to be vulnerable with you. He's trying to divert from me going right back to the moon and what the moon is doing. The moon is doing such a great job that it's cultivating the planet that's already created. You guys, this is the best time for us. And this is why my emotions gets tampered with. You guys, I woke up today and I was so tired of the experience that I've been experiencing, which is the voice of Bafa, met a ock-in-his-mouth that killed him every single day. And I don't know why I'm saying the password. I don't need the password, but he doesn't like the newness that has happened so much that he's trying to tamper with the message that I'm sending you. And it's okay, because just as long as I have it documented, and I like to embarrass him before he goes completely. The moon is at work, but the planet is already created. So at the moment, he's just waiting to be transitioned into his full self, because he was just neck and head before, but he will be a body of dirty water now in a planet that is far away from Earth and far from people. His obsession. And it makes him upset that we don't have that same desire for him, but we're visible beings. It's for us to be visible. We're the visible one, not him. So it's weird and we don't like it. And I'm only telling you that you don't like it because I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Every single day, every morning, every time I wake up, it's like he knows that I'm about to arrive in my body to wake up and start the day, the new day of excitement. And he hates that. So before I wake up, I hear his voice. And it's not a life to live. But this is just in the meantime, you guys. But in the meantime, I will document it and I will let you know the things that's happening. So take heed to the things that I've been saying. Even though it has nothing to do with you, it has everything to do with the time that is a result of the formula. Baphomet in his mouth that killed him is now. The result of that formula is separation, complete separation from human beings. His obsession. And we're obsessed with something else, money. So my cash app is YASHIKA HAMASPEAKS. Money is the solution. Money is the only thing that makes us in our godlike self a lot more. It makes us more godlike. And it makes us exercise godlikeness every single day in our daily lives. So money is Earth's medicine. And I like to think of money now as my medicine, because I have pockets to fill and bags to hold, and they have space. And I like stacks. I don't just like bills, but I like bills of stacks. Sorry, he's too broke. I've been having this broke ass spirit follow me, y'all. And he has literally, verbally sounded like a broke ass. Sorry to the young men who sound like him, but I don't ever want to hear this mother ever again in my life. And just to finalize this, my previous boyfriend who passed away, I think he's God. And I'm only saying I think because I'm trying to respond like you. In a way where, how does this even sound real? But he be talking to me, y'all. He's been literally communicating with his energy, and it's magnetic, it's powerful, it's immaculate. And he owns bitch boy Satan and connected with me in a way where I can disclose the last informations of the end of Baphomet, a ock-in-his-mouth that killed him, bitch boy Satan. And I'm the messenger, and I think God likes me, but I've been annoyed with God because he's been having me experience the voice of bitch boy Satan every single day, and he has not helped me. So the only thing I want from him is money and men for my young ladies. If you're a young lady, say, hey, do you want men? I connected with God to have him send alien men your way to bless you, and they're gonna have money. They're gonna have lots of money. You get the man and the money. I like that for you. I get the money. God has to make it up to me, and he's only making it up to me in money. I need time to separate myself verbally from this broke ass nigga spiritually that God released my way. I rather money. There's nothing that should ever live if they don't have a house to live in. I will never be homeless because my body is my home. And it's just something he can't say. You know? So it makes me appreciate life so much better. And it makes me want to live so much more. So to my previous boyfriend, who is not dead, pay me my money. Guys, do you see my nails? This is broken, and this is broken, and this is broken. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. I'm just telling you, he is here, so he came already, you know? And don't get this mixed up with the coming. Just that, and not of the Lord. The coming is when bitch boy Satan transitions into the planet, the dirty river of forgetfulness. Okay? Because at this time, I'm over it, y'all. I don't know if we're married or we're not. So I am just gonna be like, you know, I'm basically saying, pew pew, I did the job, you know, and now it's for me to get money. And along with alien men with money for my girlies. You guys receive these alien men, and I love you, but I'm just gonna be that rich bitch who just wants to be by herself for a little while, okay? And yeah, like, this motherfucker. Hey, I know you're not doing that right now. I know he's not. Bitch boy Satan hates me, but I'm the messenger of your dad. You're supposed to hate me, muffled mouth Bappa. You're supposed to hate me. That's how it works. When a person is the messenger, they have a specific kind of ending. It just so happens that my boyfriend who passed away, took the ending Baffa would have wanted me to take, which is death. I'm literally saying my boyfriend who passed away in 2017 did not die, even though it looked like he did. He didn't die. He's over on the other side and connected with me in a specific way to manifest a new earth properly, you know? The moon is doing its job. The planet that is moon, if we think about it, everything in the sky, even us, we're planets, right? God created that. And he created the sun and the moon, and those are the two planets we know from the book of Truth and Lies, the Bible, in Genesis 1 and 2. And Earth. He created these planets, and we know that it's the sun. They're the sun and the moon. And it was said God created light, and then there was light, and then light appeared, but it came from the sun, you know? And then like the moon, you know, the moon too. But what's happening now is the moon is doing a plan according to its purpose in this time. And because of this, we now have a planet where everything that we were never supposed to remember placed in it. And we're going to be refunded with a new way to exhibit purpose individually. And that's only with money, you know? And because of this creation, we can now be as free as we were intended to be as humanity. So the moon is at work, y'all, and it's a spiritual thing. And also a physical thing. That's how planets were created. It has to be physical. There's no planet that is not. Function above was supposed to be function below. The function above was never broken. The function below was. And the function below couldn't see the function above. The heavens. Y'all, the angels have been telling me, first of all, Baffa couldn't stay here. So we had to give him names. We had to put him somewhere.
Wise and smart.
Because we had to create a degradation for him. He became a reptile in the garden. We did that as one. God and the angels work as one. God himself and himself work together with the angels himself as one. It's the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced, and it's like they joined with me and we are now one. God and myself are one. But when I say God, I'm talking about him and hers as angels in him as him is one. And they could not stand for bitch boy Satan to stay in that planet. And it's for one to act as many, as skins representing skins, to kick him out of this one also, but kick him out for good in all of the universe. Hi, Kai. Hold on, he just spoke to me, and I'm like, why? Literally, I'm like, where is your skin? You should not ever speak to me. I'm like so receptive to the newness of Earth now. Not to mention, there was an email that I didn't have for 5 years because it was filled with unwanted storage. And so much videos of unwanted storage of stories and information that I was telling the camera about, and it was filled with nothing but lies. According to the stories that Baphomet in his mouth that killed him, bitch boy Satan, implemented in my story for years, 5 years, 2020, 2021, 2023, 2024, 2025. I finally deleted the storage, and now I have an email back. Like, the storage was so full that emails weren't coming in that email. And I don't know, I just took this as a spiritual thing, because like I said, now is the time for us to be free of the lies that was attached to us through the lie himself, bitch boy Satan. And it's for us to now experience the truth of us, the true versions of us. And that is actually environmentally, you know, internally and externally. And it's really for us to now just be and fill up our lives with the truth of ourselves. And the only way you can ever discover the real truth of you is when you have money. So that's why the $4,000 every month for all humanity is a gift from God to us that is necessary because of everything we had to experience and endure. We should have never endured anything ever. Anything that limits us does not want us to be the real true version of us, you guys. And now we will be. So that's why it was important for myself and God and myself, to expose this truth to you, and that there's a new planet, and it's only to benefit you, us, me, you. No more brokenness because I pew-pewed. Technically, y'all, it's been good. It's been good. So how is your love life? How are the men treating you in your life personally? Tell me. Do tell me. Do tell me. I'm interested. Do tell me. I'm interested now in the men that surround you. Have they been a little bitch boy in a vessel, a temple, a body? Have they? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Have you learned how to let go before you heal? Because healing can happen like that, but you will have to let that go, or let them go, so that you can get the heal of an alien man with money. You like that? Good. Women need to get money. The men probably don't understand this, or me saying like, you know, we need to get, we're gonna get blah 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 blah. Because one of the lies in the book of Truth and Lies is no man should eat if he doesn't work. Oh, so you're going by the script of your curse. Okay. But as someone who is supposed to be led by you, we rather not. So I did tell y'all that we have a line, and the men are in the back of the line and the gays are first. And some men are not even on the line. They're on the side of it. You know, but we're all gonna get money, because you should never be excluded from getting money, because you don't want to experience a man without money, because I have. It's not something to ever experience a broke ass nigga. You know? And my rich previous boyfriend that I had that passed away is very wealthy in the spiritual realm. He got money. I'm talking about the Father rich. You ever think about the Father? God, the Father. And I'm not talking about our Father who art in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us, when he doesn't need to forgive you for anything because you never caused what needed forgiveness. But the Father got lungs full of money. Right. He could just speak one word, one time. Okay, so if you have experienced Bitch Boy Satan verbally through a vessel, you probably don't want the lamb, the alien lamb, but you want the money. Just tell God what you want and he'll hear you. He's omnipotent, he's omnipresent, he's omniscient, okay? He got you, he'll hear you, and yeah. Also, treat your body like it's the house. It's your house. You can never be homeless. Unless you're dead and can't become one with one. Yeah. So that what happened? Yeah, basically, but he's God, so it's a little different. So he can be anybody because he's everybody. Yeah. I think it's a little technical if you think about it, but not really. I get it. Power is power. Or Pariyashana. Thank you for watching my channel, and I'll be sure to come back with more. And your brown eye, you're the one that I desire. When we make up and we make love, it makes me feel so nice, yeah.